Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, and it's take two because I've had an absolute nightmare with my camera.
Right.
Kalle Sauerland, listen, we're here in Liverpool, weighing done, press conference done, ready for fight night tomorrow night?
Whenever I'm in Liverpool, I'm absolutely buzzing. Love this city. Got off Liverpool Lime Street, trained from Euston yesterday, hit the pavement, felt great, beautiful people. What a city, what a fight city, and no, amazing to be here. Stacked card, and on top of that, of course, the beginning of the trail of the two comebacks of two of the most talked about prospects in British boxing. So big night on Channel 5, free to air tomorrow night. It don't get better than that, baby. 9 p.m. by the way, 9 p.m. start. So I know it's good weather. Get the beers in early and get yourselves indoors for a bit of boxing. Free to air live on Channel 5. That's my sales pitch.
Yeah, listen, you're doing
It
well.
sells itself, don't it? It sells itself, so I don't have to
Well,
do too much.
I mean, you need to sell it because I think these million...
I'm not wearing my salesman suit today.
The
so.
£1 million viewership you got last time out, I'm sure you want a bit of that.
Yeah, look, 1 million viewers the first time out. We want to be smashing that despite the weather. But no, joking aside, it was great, especially for Linus Rodofia, Denzel Bentley. Definitely two not household names, maybe even not even industry names at that point, but now they are, and that they went through a war that night. And all credit to Denzel Bentley, all credit to Linus Rodofia. But the nice thing is, they both came out of it with 1 million people having seen their efforts, their blood, sweat, tears in that ring. And there were blood, sweat, and tears in that ring that night. Laughter, tears of joy, tears of not quite making it. And it was emotional, and it was great that so many people saw it.
Talking about Nathan Gorman then, I mean, you talk about the comeback trail in this heavyweight division, which is flying at the moment. It's fantastic. Big fight after big fight. I mean, we've just had Dillian White and Tyson Fury, Dubois at the weekend there against Trevor Bryan. So where does Nathan Gorman, if he beats Salek on Friday night, where does he sit in that heavyweight division?
Quite simple. The winner of the fight sits in the top 15 of the heavyweights. So it's very it's. First of all, it's Nathan's first fight back. He's had 15, 16 months out the ring. Nathan is 25 years old. 25 years old. You're talking at a time in the heavyweight division when it's never been so exciting. Not only with the 3, 4, 5 big names at the top,
Right, got it. That's
but
fine.
also with the ones coming through. Mm-hmm. And Nathan wins Friday night. He will be in that pack, and we'll go from there. A lot of people talking about the Wardley fight, but top 15 of the world, you can start to look at all sorts of fights, So, but for us, it's step for step. Let's get that IBF international belt around the waist, and then we'll take it from there.
Josh Kelly then another comeback. Obviously the setback about 4 or 5 weeks ago with the opponent not coming out of the hotel room. Just what your thoughts on that, and in your own words, describe what happened.
Never seen it before in 20-something years of boxing. Never seen a situation like that before. I'd say for Josh, similar to Nathan, he's coming back off 18 months inactivity, and also one of the most talked about prospects, built up to be the next big thing on Sky at the time. Billed as the next pay-per-view star, etc., etc. In a weight class, loads of different massive fights to make. Get through tomorrow night. There's some big fights out there. But imagine him. Everyone was saying before the fight, he's got problems with his weight, this, that, and the other. He comes in, makes the weight, and then he has to hold the weight for 4 weeks. I mean, that is the spite in his punches tomorrow night. He'd probably be like punching 2 people at once because we're thinking about the other opponent. We've done a runner. So it is like, it's so exciting to have Josh Kelly back in British boxing at a time when we're all talking about the big names of British boxing, but we've got to keep an eye on what's happening in the future. And, we've seen recently a very good performance from Josh Boazzi. You can see how the next generation is forming, but if we take out the Furies, Tyson Fury, the Anthony Joshua's, the Chris Eubanks. That's the generation now, but at the same time, it's the crop coming through. You know, where is that next world champion? And I believe that both Nathan Gorman and Josh Kelly have got a major role to play there.
I'm glad you said it, because Nathan is, you mentioned 25 and
25.
He had
the Dubois fight when he was 22, 23.
Yeah,
you know, so and you see him coming in today super light. He might put weight on for the next fight because he might be working on finding a weight that's optimal to him. He's at that stage of his career. And you see it with Fury, you see it with Joshua, how they play around with their weights. Everyone thinks, oh, heavyweight's a heavyweight. No. There's very different, you know, strategies, approaches with weight. In fact, strategies with weight in heavyweight fights, in big fights, often are the deciding factor. It's not the punch power, it's not this, it's the weight that allows them.
We've seen it with Fury Wilder, didn't we?
Absolutely strategical, totally strategical. You saw it with Joshua Ruiz Part 2. You know, I look at the weight differences. Yeah, one was quite obvious, but the other one also was you know, AJ had a strategy. You know, you saw Usyk at the AJ fight. I've known Usyk since long time. Promoted Usyk. I know all about the mind games or whatever. And people, he turned up and he's standing there in his Joker outfit with his 3-piece on and his red waistcoat, a gold suit and a hat, and you know. And I'm just thinking, and I'm looking at it. He's hiding the weight. He didn't show that weight till the weigh-in when it's too late to change anything. It would have probably been too late at the press conference as well, but you could have sort of had a few more days to think about a strategy change. If you see the guys come in and he's in a skin-tight t-shirt and you can see he's 10 kilos heavier. But no, he didn't want to give them an extra minute till he was on that scale so that they knew the weight. Big strategical change there. And Usyk obviously got it right. And AJ will probably be thinking about the weight for the second fight, about how's he going to go about that, you know. He'll certainly want to sit on his punches more, especially that right hand.
I'm glad you're talking about mind games and strategy and stuff like that in the heavyweight division. Now, Tyson Fury is probably the best at it. Did you see his Instagram post that to entice him out of retirement, you have to offer him £500 million? Kalle, do you have £500 million to give Tyson Fury?
No, I don't.
Does Eddie Hearn?
Ask Eddie, I'm sure he has. No, I don't think Eddie has. I don't think Frank has. I don't think any of the big corporations have $500 million. But hey, it's all a negotiation. And it starts there, doesn't it? You know,
it starts at $500 million. Wow.
Tyson is he's not only a fantastic boxer who's still improving in his career, he's also he's a showman. You know, he's an all-round perfect sort of. You know, the man. You know, he's leading the heavyweight division at the moment, but he's also he's a character. He makes he makes boxing look easy, you know. And so many people say, "Oh, how can he be heavyweight champion of the world? He doesn't look like a heavyweight." I said, "Well, what do you mean doesn't look like a heavyweight? He's 6 foot something, almost 7 foot, and how's he not heavyweight?" Yeah, but yeah, you know, he hasn't got that. He hasn't got the 8-pack and the thing. I said, "No, but that's not what boxing is. It's, you know, look at the foot speed on him." I remember seeing Tyson train in our gym in Berlin 12 years ago, and just he came over and he did his camps there. He was very, very nice guy, very humble. I mean, still, but it was always such a pleasure for the guys in the gym to be around. And at that time, most of them didn't know. You know, we had Arthur Abrahams and Marco Hooks running around the gym, and no one really knew who Tyson was. He was a big heavyweight, and only not to start on him. But he kept himself to himself. But I remember watching him in the ring and the footwork, even at that age, for a big man, it was phenomenal.
Scary.
I mean, yeah, just the way, you know, you sort of measure sprinters, don't you? How fast can you do the first 20 meters? Yeah, well, look at Tyson, the way he can move across a ring, the speed. It's incredible when you look at the stature, I guess. And if you don't know boxing, it makes it even more spectacular. And you know, he's also managed to nail the entertainment side of it as well. You know.
Staying on heavyweight boxing, but maybe off the path a little bit. Julius Francis, a heavyweight, an old heavyweight back in the day that you know very well. I'm pretty sure you've seen the footage of the incident of him hitting a bystander.
Yeah.
Well, you can call him a bystander, but he was obviously
But he was
a bit boisterous.
I wouldn't quite call him a bystander. I mean, he was the main actor in it, and Julius turned up and sorted matters out in a second. I mean, look, a man cracks, doesn't he? After 20 minutes of being spat at and had all the shit poured at him, excuse the language. I think it's the right decision.
Everyone's got a limit.
You know, everyone's got a limit. I mean, we saw recently, what absolute buffoon tries to pick a fight with Mike Tyson on a plane. I mean, I don't care if Tyson's 99 and he's on crutches. You don't go near him. You know, he's still the baddest man on the planet. Let's break no bones about it. He is the baddest man on the planet. Mike Tyson still scares people, but some idiot with his mate filming it starts, abusing him on a plane. I just couldn't make it up.
Get what you deserve, I suppose.
And eventually you get what you're asking for in life, in all walks of life.
It's good to see. I don't think you mentioned there was no charges being put towards Julius.
They haven't put any charges out, which I mean, if you look at the whole footage, it's completely the right decision. It's for once some common sense being used with the law.
Okay, back on track, back to Liverpool then. Why should the people on Friday night tune into Channel 5 to watch Gorman Salek, Josh Kelly, Aaron Chalmers, Paddy Lacey? I mean, the names go on and on. Chloe Watson as well, some local Scouse talent as well, Liverpool Merseyside talent. So why should they tune into Channel 5?
I'll start from the bottom up. You've got all the stacked Scouse talent, local talent, great atmosphere. You've got a bit of celebrity, but he's taken it extremely serious with Adam Booth. Aaron Chalmers coming in and having his first pro fight. You've got Matty Harris, big potential as a future heavyweight, probably in the generation after what we're talking about now. I think it's his third pro fight, just had a viral knockout. Go and check that out. Chloe Watson, I mean, talk about knockouts from the boxing heavens. That one was one. And Chloe Watson, the Princess of Liverpool, soon to be Queen Natasha. Not yet, don't worry. You are still the Queen of Liverpool, but keep your eyes on Chloe. And of course, Josh Kelly, Nathan Gorman. If you want to see the future of British boxing, I think you're going to see two players who are going to have a big part of it. And both on the trail back, and in great places, both of them very differently, but in a great place at the moment, and it's going to be fantastic stuff. Very, very, very excited.
Definitely. If you ain't got a ticket, tune into Channel 5, 9 o'clock, Friday night. Kalle, as always, thank you so much. The sun is shining. I think we should go outside and enjoy some sunshine. Thank you very much,
enjoy
brother.
Liverpool.
Exactly, brother. I'm with you. Cheers, Kalle.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.